Now, this is wildlife biologist Eric Orff with my New Hampshire Fish and Wildlife YouTube channel. And this evening, this is late, the last day of July 2020, sitting on my deck for a second, and this afternoon I happened to see a Facebook post from 6 years ago, July 24th, 2014. And the title of this, "Oh, to be the top of a tree." So I have enjoyed trees my whole life. I can remember as a very young man in northern Maine, eastern Maine, climbing trees, right in the middle of the woods. I was 6 years old. My mother would let me out in the morning and I would come back at dark. I'd be out, gone for the day, many a day. And it was just wild country up there to explore as a young boy. And so, I've always had an affinity to trees. So this little ditty from 2014 kind of reflects on my sense of liking trees. And look at that oak up there. I guess I'll try to zoom in on it a little bit here. See if we can see it a little bit better. There it is, the very tip top of that white oak across from my house. So here is what I wrote in 2014 in respect to these trees that we're looking at now. Whenever I can, I get outside, even if housebound with work or duties. I can check and even answer many of my emails or my phone, and certainly participate in a conference call from my perch on my front deck or back deck. It's a matter of staying connected to the outside world as much as I can. My daughter compares me to turtles. She spots sunning on some sunlick rock. Yes, I do like sun shafts. So I went on. While doing so lately, I've been paying attention to the top of the trees that tower over my property boundary from the front and the back. To the back, and just beyond the line of maples and cherries that line the old railroad bed that happens to be my backyard, is a grove of towering white pines. Out front is a roadside line of white and red oaks that stencil my eastern view. So I went on. This afternoon I dwelt a while on how it must feel to be the top of a tree, looming above all and looking down at me. Earthbound, I could not sense the breeze that swayed my alter ego to and fro. How wonderful it must be to be cooled by such a breeze on a hot afternoon that has me sweating so. And there are branches and leaves that will be warmed by the sun's first morning glow while I shuffle about on my way back from my paper box for the shaft of sun and catching its grasp. And then at day's end, it's the same limbs I envy as the shadows creep below, bathing only them in the last of the day's golden glow. Oh, to be the very top of a tree.